Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy AK Eagles with another Eagles Uncensored podcast. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope y'all are doing well. Real fast, I don't plan on being on too long. I probably will open it up for people to come in and talk and, just talk about the Carolina game coming up. But first, I just want to sit here and say, real fast, shout out to my boy Philly Foothills. I got a call this afternoon from him, and him and his family have got COVID. So he's fighting that with his family right now. So my prayers and thoughts go out to you, my guy. Um, he is my best friend. We talk every day, and you know, I miss. I just wish nothing but the best for you, man. So if you need anything, just hit me up. So yeah, didn't know that would be so tough to say. So there's the link if anyone wants to hop on here. Um, you know, talk a little bit about our game coming up this Sunday. Let's do it. I'm down. What's good, Vic? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you. What's good, Philly girl? How are you doing? Yeah. Um, like I said, it's Foothills and his family are fighting COVID right now, so it's just my thoughts and prayers are out to them. So, what's good, Jinx Wolf? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you, Papa Sora. And yes, sir, you were first. Appreciate you, my guy. Uh, what's good, brother?
What's good?
Oh, not much, man. Chilling. Yo, I'm doing good, JC. I'm doing good, man. Uh, just hanging in there and getting ready for this Sunday football game against Carolina, and hope we come out with a win. You
Right?
know. So yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you being in here. There's 8 people in here right now. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Please hit that subscribe. Would appreciate it. Would like to get the 300 as soon as possible. So, you know. Yes, sir. What's good, Bird Gang 31? And also, shout out to Bird Gang Sports Media. Bird Gang 31 invited me to do a couple shows on his channel each and every week. So, I appreciate you and giving me the opportunity. So, bless you, my guy. You've also been a brother to me. So, appreciate what you do, man. Yes, sir, we do. Yes, sir. I definitely would love that, man. Love the way you look at the game and everything you bring. So, yes, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. That's the thing. Eagles never sleep, dude. We've done these shows till 5 in the morning before. So it's nothing new. My boy, Coach, what's going on? Speaking of which, me and Coach actually are going to be starting our first podcast tomorrow night together. And, I'm trying to expand my horizon a little bit and try to pull more subs in. So, it's going to be Coach and Uncensored and the Ultimate 32. And that's where we're just going to talk about every team on Wednesday night, about how they performed and, what to expect and, you know, pretty much their players and stuff like that. So I don't know all of it, but we'll definitely be starting that tomorrow. Yo, Philly Mike, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you for being here, man. Would love for you to come on. I'd love to get your take on our Eagles, if you got some time. Huh? I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to live in Hawaii.
You mean Wait, when are you personnel? You mean personally need to move to Hawaii? I don't know. I got that Alabama education. I don't read too good, but I don't think that makes sense.
No, it's fine. The Skittles are kicking in. I'm just reading it wrong.
The Twisteds are kicking in.
No, so tell me, Papa. You're the first one in here, and it seems like no one else wants to come in right now. So,
Right? What the hell?
how are you feeling about this Sunday and the Panthers game, man? You know,
I like it. I think that is a game. I still think there is hope to go 3-3 by the end of the week 6, possibly 2-4, but 3-3, 2-4 is a lot better than 1-5 ending at that week 6. Because there's been teams before that have started, like the Saints. I think 2 years ago were pretty much the same position we were in, which is like 1-3, 1-4. Near Tuscaloosa Bird Gang. But yeah, I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember where in Alabama because I didn't live there very long. I say very long. It was like 7 years, but that's like first. I don't want to talk about it. I don't listen. There's a reason there's a 12-pack of Twisteds in my fridge. I can't stand Emory Jones. I cannot stand that man. But this ain't a Florida Gators podcast. God no.
So anyway, you were saying?
I don't even fucking know. I don't know. I think it was this. I think it might have been like 2018 or whatever. Either way, the Saints made the playoffs that year, which was great. I don't know if they won their division, but it was great. All that. So there's still a possibility. I think we've got a good chance of winning this. It honestly, at this point, after seeing what I saw yesterday, or not yesterday, basically every week minus Dallas, I'm not worried about the offense at all. It's just if the defense will be able to hold up. Even if the Panthers had J.C. Horn, I'd be like, okay, their defense is good. Their defense is still pretty good.
Yeah, they got C.J. Henderson now.
I know. Ex-Gator, by the way. Back when our defense was good. Which defense isn't even the problem. And I'm getting back into Florida. Damn it. All right.
No, I believe if our offense comes out like we did just this past weekend, we should actually be pretty good. But it's like you said, I mean, you know, my biggest thing about this whole thing is we got to stop them on defense.
Yeah, it's literally defense.
I see them do it. I'm kind of down on like energy right now because it's like they haven't proven they can stop anyone yet. So I gotta believe it when I see it. So I hope they show me, you know. But they are improving.
Most people are like, "Oh, Christian McCaffrey won't play." It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what running back's in.
He's not playing.
I'm saying he's not playing, but people are like, "Oh, he's not playing." They'll have Chuba Hubbard and whatever. It doesn't matter. I could be at running back and I'll still get 10 yards on that defense.
Yeah, what's good, Big Play Slay? I dropped a link if anyone wants to come in and talk some football for Sunday. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, man?
Will you go, Matthew? Will you really?
Speaking of which, you know, how you feeling about Jalen Smith? You feel that's a thing we should do or not do? Or
I mean, if we do, cool. I mean, it's an upgrade over what we have. If we don't get him, I won't be mad. If we get him, I won't be mad. It's a move I can take or leave. Because I've seen that man slow down in his years and not be able to contain. Honestly, if we get him, I wouldn't even see him at linebacker. I would see him be defensive end. I would see him on the edge.
Well, I mean, you Okay, but I mean, pretty much though, they would probably use him as a linebacker, and if they did use him as a linebacker, obviously somebody's got to sit. Who's sitting?
Jennard Avery. I mean, it's all that man is good for is blitzing, and even then, he doesn't get the blitz.
Yeah, no, but I mean, is he coachable? You know, is it something that you can work with? Can you make him better? You know, I mean, was it scheme? What was it with him? You know, that's just something you got to dabble with. If you can get him cheap, you know, I think it's low risk, high reward type deal. You know, so.
It's gonna be whatever. It's gonna be whatever like corner we get. It's gonna be big play Elam.
Speaking of which, you know, you got DJ Moore and you got Anderson this weekend.
Oh God.
I really feel this is going to be a very bad game for Steven Nelson. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have Slay on DJ Moore, which means
Robbie
Nelson's going to
Anderson.
have Anderson, and Anderson's just going to smoke the shit out this fool. I have it coming. I know it, dude. Like, I don't trust Steven Nelson. I don't. I really, truly don't.
Yeah, I don't trust him on speedsters. I don't know. I feel like less zone, more man. I mean,
All right, man. Thanks for the
really
info. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I'm just not high on this guy right now.
I think
We really, really need a linebacker though, man. That is such a weak spot for us. Like that. Like no lie, dude. If we would have went out and got KJ Wright whenever he was available, I would have felt so much better.
I would have been happy.
Having that, you know, vet linebacker that can actually help control that whole situation, you know. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't feel down on this team whatsoever. I'm just not as hyped as what I used to be because I realize now, hey, you know, it's okay to struggle. There's no problem in what they're doing right now. It's actually expected, and they're growing. They have to grow. You know, this is only Nick's 5th game coming up. This is only Jalen's 8th. You know
And,
that.
Yeah, I will say, offense definitely has grown faster. Granted, Nick still needs to, and some people were saying that the loss was on Sirianni's play calling, which I get. There were some points where it's like, why are we going for the field goal? You don't beat the Chiefs and all that. Run the ball more in the red zone. But also, when you have 3 touchdowns taken away, it's kind of that's demoralizing for anybody. Now, granted, some teams would be able to be like, all right, whatever, we'll just get them back. But those are also the older teams.
It's one of those things, though, too, where there is sometimes you shouldn't even be putting yourself in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for instance, we'll use the Devontae Smith call. I believe that was bullshit too. You know, I heard the announcer say the only reason that they called it the way it was is because he had a hold of his back of his jersey. You know, that if he didn't actually have a hold of the back of the jersey, that it would have been actually turned the other way. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that has anything to do with anything. All I want to know is, was he forced out or wasn't he? You know, that's what matters to me. Was the guy forced out of play? Because then that makes him eligible. You know, that's all that I matter to me. So, but I mean, if you're going to get to that point where you're running those routes and you're allowing these corners to bully you out, then stop running so close to the sideline. Give yourself that room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, and we have to utilize Miles this week as well. I mean, we say it over and over and over, and you know, I just feel like this is deja vu all over again. But It is.
At this rate, I really do think. I really do think that you got to look at Gainwell coming for running back one, just because that was a running back Nick wanted, because Nick was like giddy during the press conference or whatever after the draft whenever they got him, and they've utilized him the correct way, unlike how they have not utilized. Because some of those plays, you look at Gainwell, like the touchdown he got, it's like, okay, but you could have done that with Miles Sanders and he'd have gone for like 25 yards. So it's just, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Miles.
And I got to bring this up because, that at some point, you kind of have to start thinking about it. I mean, do you honestly think that Kenny's getting the nod here because they're the ones that drafted him and they're not the ones that drafted Miles? Granted, they know he's an exceptional talent, but maybe the fact that Kenny Gainwell, even though he's a rookie, his talents outweigh Miles's means, so to speak, as in he suits Nick's scheme better, the way he wants to play.
Scheme, yes. I don't know if he's getting the nod because they drafted, because if that were the case, then I feel like Milton Williams would have been started over Barnett for the edge. It'd have been... I kind of feel like, because which granted, I know that's the defensive side of the ball, so I don't know.
That's a little bit more important, though. Because here's the thing, we realize halfbacks are a dime a dozen. You can find a pretty damn decent halfback in every size. I mean, oh my gosh, look at Darren Sproles, for Christ's sake. He was 5'6", and then you have Derrick Henry, who's 6'2", so it's like they come in all different packages, and the only reason that I say that is because we all know what Miles can do. We've seen it. But them not using them, there is a reason for that. There's always a reason for everything. They might sit there and give excuses, RPOs count as runs, whatever you want to say, but does it really?
Right.
Because if that's the case, you can sit there and say the defense dictating, what we do and this and that. But, dude, there's times Miles can run the ball, but yet they pull it. You know what I mean? So I don't fully believe it all the time. But
I will say it is interesting because I don't even know what I have open. But I have the one play of Hurts whenever he's running around. I think it was the first drive or whatever. When he's running around and he keeps going in a circle in the pocket and every guy's like trying to sack him and he still runs for 5 yards. And I know somebody, and I think it was Infamous who was talking about, well, he had Ertz open there. Okay, but the dude was also literally running around in a circle. So the dude didn't really have time to stop and be like, all right, there's Ertz. The guy was like, shit. All right, go. There we go. We got a pocket. So it is nice to know, even if he runs, which granted on a third down, you're hoping for the first and all that, but if he can get close enough, he's very magical with his legs. It's always interesting just to see him run. I know everybody's like, we want to see the man throw and all that. We're sick and tired of Hurts being the lead rusher. But when Hurts escapes, sometimes, yes, there's QB designed runs, but then there's also times when he's escaping and he's still going pretty far. It's like, all right, I will always take, unless it's somebody sitting alone and the defender's like 10 yards away and the receiver's like wide open, I will always take the rush for the couple of yards versus the loss than a contested throw or a possibility of it being open. I will always take that. And then just the fact of also, which I think I mentioned this whenever you and Bird Gang were streaming post game, the bounce back that man had from a terrible Dallas game. He only has 2 turnovers on the season so far, both against Dallas, 1 a pick 6. the turnaround that kid had for being so young and only being this, like 7th or 8th game is pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, I was on the podcast tonight, the Panthers on Tap. It's an Apple podcast, I guess. But I had a Zoom call with them tonight, and that airs on Thursday. And we were sitting there, and they asked me that question. They were like, "Do you believe Jalen Hurts can be your franchise quarterback?" And on all honesty, they shocked me because they believe too that he can. So I was like, all right, well, I don't feel out of place, because I told him, I said, listen, I said, Hurts' mentality and the way he carries himself and his coolness and his calmness, I said, in the way that the team wants to play for him is what makes Jalen the franchise quarterback. I said, the things that he lacks is fixable.
Yeah.
It truly
is. It's really hard to teach, like, that leadership and that kind of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. His deep ball is fixable.
Yes.
And that's the thing. This kid had 5 years. The last 5 years, he's had 5 different offensive coordinators. Okay. And I believe I read something where they said in Oklahoma, he had 5 different offensive coordinators in 1 year. That's fucking crazy. Okay. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I swear
I don't remember that.
But all I know is that when this kid is done by the end of the year here, and he has the system memorized perfectly, he can come in next season and just work on himself. He doesn't have to learn a new playbook. He doesn't have to learn new things. He'll already have his connection with the wide receivers that he needs. The only thing he'll need to work on is his mechanics and only getting himself better. And that's where I believe you are going to see Jalen take his really big leap is the beginning of next year, whenever he's not worried about anything but himself. So, Hey, what's going on, my guy? Richie, real quick, the sad news was Foothills and his family having COVID. So that's what that was, bud. Hey, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man?
Doing good about you?
Doing good, man.
Where's your tag team partner?
Oh, he has COVID right now. You talking about Foothills?
No, the other guy.
Vic?
Yeah. The guy said the guy should just subscribe to his channel or something.
Yeah.
That guy, I don't know what his name was.
Yeah, I think that was Vic. He's in here.
Yeah.
He's just quiet right now.
Yeah.
No, but I dropped the link if anyone wants to come in and join. I know it is late, but So what's up? What's on your mind, man?
You guys can say it. I don't care.
What? The Jets?
Beat the Titans.
Hey, dude, Derrick Henry fucked me over in fantasy, and that's the second time now, and that really irritates me. But hey, let's not talk about that, shall we?
Well, I don't care. Well, I just don't know how we lost to the Jets.
Well, you see,
I have a question for you.
That didn't make no sense to me.
Losing. Do you truly think losing Arthur Smith is the problem?
Who's Arthur Smith? Remind me, please.
He was your
old offensive coordinator.
We should have kept him on.
Well, I mean, there's nothing you really could have done about it, but I mean, that's what I'm asking though. Do you believe that might be what is the downfall to your offense this year?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm very sad, man, because I even have Tannehill in one of my other leagues, and he's not doing so hot either.
I got who the hell do I have? I've got Hurts starting, which Hurts has done.
Oh, I'm starting Gainwell this week. Don't think I ain't. I messed up.
Gainwell's definitely a
this
flex
past
option.
weekend, dude.
And I was calling it week 1 too. I was like, Gainwell. I was like, I feel like Gainwell is going to get a lot of snaps.
Man, I even sat here Friday night. I even sat here last Friday night whenever I was on with One Trey Rock, and I even told him, he's like, hey, and he even asked me, he's like, hey man, who's your breakout guy? I'm like, definitely Kenny Gainwell. I was like, he can take advantage of this defense. And wouldn't you know it, I kept the dumbass on my bench. Am I not stupid? I am so stupid. I called it and he got 20 points. I'm like, I'm so dumb.
I still won my matchup, but I had both the tight end for the Bills, who had 20 points, and Devontae Smith on the bench, who also had 20 points. I had 40 points rested on my bench, but I still won.
Oh, not just that, but I also didn't put in Cordell Patterson. Another stupid move.
I tried
I'm an idiot.
I tried to get Cordell Patterson
got him on my roster for that reason.
Because I'm like 9th on waivers, which I absolutely hate. It's like, I want these early picks. Come on now.
Ooh. Yo, Jinx, what's going on, man?
Oh.
You there, bud?
He's muted right now.
Just like that, he's muted. No.
Well, he'll be back.
Who else is in the chat that I can yell at?
No, Papa Sora, here's the deal, brother.
Oh, boy.
Did I say Ford was going to be Alabama? Did I say that?
You did, and you were wrong.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh.
This is a
scored.
Philly podcast. Don't get me started, because I will take over this thing by accident.
Well, I want to say something.
My team's undefeated, so I don't care.
You say that, and they are. And yet somehow I still have a feeling, even though I absolutely hate Ohio State, that Ohio State will still somehow beat them.
That's not who I like.
I know you're talking about Penn State and Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I know you're Penn State and Michigan. I'm talking about Ohio State will always play Penn State, and I still have a feeling Ohio State will beat. No, Jinx, you were muted.
No, man, you were muted.
Listen, I wouldn't mind.
Come back in and unmute yourself.
I would not mind Penn State beating Ohio State, because I absolutely hate Ohio State. I feel like if you make it in the playoffs, though, you're gonna be the Notre Dame role. There's gonna be hype and then fall out flat.
When Florida scored, it was in the fourth quarter. They scored that touchdown. Florida went to that 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Yeah, and then Philly, but when I say Philly, yeah, the Eagles then ran that same exact play and also didn't score. And I just went, what the fuck? I was like, I feel like my teams are watching each other's films and it's just not working.
Hey, I got to bring something up real fast, dude. And it's only because I was just looking today and it really kind of hit me. Do you know the halfback for the Texas Longhorns? I don't know if I can fully remember his name, but I know he wears number 5. Dude, that kid is honestly an animal.
LaJawn Robinson?
I somehow came upon his highlight videos. I was out here chilling today and, hanging out with the kids, and it popped up. Dude, I would not be upset with him one bit. That kid is a tank.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
And he's fast. Oh, he's a no, that's last year's. So he's a yeah.
If you want a tank, and that's not even me saying because he's a Florida player, but look at Dameon Pierce.
Yeah.
Look at actually, I'll go ahead and send it to you in the Discord.
Yeah, sad news, Easy, is that Foothills and his family has COVID right now. I guess they got it from when they were at the game, possibly, or on the flight somewhere. So definitely thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Yeah, no, dude, I don't know. That's the thing, Richie. It's like, dude, their passing game is gone. Like, I don't understand what happened to Tannehill. I don't understand. It's weird. It's truly weird.
Well, AJ Brown and Julio Jones is out with
Are
a
they?
hamstring injury.
Dang. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I actually had the Titans winning their division this year, but I don't know unless you
Well,
guys turn it
we're
around
still going to win our division. We just
I was about
got
to say, I still feel like they're going to win their division.
we're going to
Well,
win our.
but
We're
not
going to
playing
still
the
win
way
our
they
division.
are
We
right
got to fight hard to get it.
And
You know,
they're
we
saying, I'm not even saying this because Coach is in the chat. Their competition at this point, when Tyrod Taylor comes back, will be the Texans. When Tyrod Taylor comes back. If he is out for a long period of time, then no.
Who's Tyron Taylor?
Tyrod Taylor's the QB for the Texans.
That's whoo, Papa.
Well, the times we're going to win, we're still going to win our division. We got to fight hard for it.
Yeah, I know, man, but
I mean,
not
y'all are
playing
going to win
the
the
way y'all are.
division easily,
Holy crap,
but
y'all gotta step up your game.
That's what I'm
Shit.
talking about.
by the way, that's something Damian Perry. None of it is this year, but there's been times where like he'll take piles of 6 people and he'll just go 10 yards for the touchdown.
Well, Papa Sora, let me tell you something else.
Oh boy.
I picked Kentucky to beat the Gators on Saturday, so you're out of the playoffs, man.
Oh, I knew we were going to be. When Emory Jones, week 1 against Florida Atlantic and week 2 against USF, threw 2 interceptions in both games, and Anthony Richardson came out as QB2, and he was hurdling people. He was stiff-arming people. The field was spread out. He was throwing deep balls. I knew Emory Jones was not the guy, but Mullen loves staying dedicated to his players, and I knew it was not going to be good. I saw the run game, and I was like, okay, our run game's good. Our passing game is not good. Okay, correction. Our passing game is not good when Emory Jones is in.
Well, Richie, I'm gonna answer this one, man. It's fucked up, truly. This is only a thing because it's Urban Meyer. Okay. Do you know how many dudes his age are out at bars right now getting lap dances?
It's only a thing because he's a public figure.
Yeah, it's only a thing because he is Urban Meyer. Like, dude, let the guy just live his fucking life. Like, who gives a shit if he was at a bar getting a lap dance from a woman?
Listen, the man can't score on the field. Let the man score off the field.
Sorry, my bad. A woman. She's at a bar, so she's old enough. She's a woman. All right. And secondly, I'm sorry, but you don't think for 1 second she didn't know who the fuck he was? Like it.
Why do you think she went over
Who
there?
gives a shit? Who cares? That's exactly why she was grinding on him. She knew who the fuck he was. It's not a big deal. It's nothing more than just an old dude trying to get his rocks off. What the fuck ever? I don't care. Like, it's not even a thing. I don't even know why people are trying to make it a thing.
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
Well,
I'm very
Urban
glad.
Meyer's on the hot seat right now.
Cool.
I'm very glad we're on the same page because I was just going to stay quiet about that if we were not.
Well, Urban Meyer's on the hot seat in Jacksonville. Eagle and Simpson, listen. Urban Meyer's on the hot seat right now because he's 0-4, and he's in this trouble with this lap dance woman. And golly.
Listen, the man can't score on the field. Let the man score off the field. Like,
listen, first off, it's fucking Jacksonville. What do you expect? All right, it's his first year in the NFL. He's got Trevor Lawrence, who's a rookie. You know, so he's gonna have rough times. It is what it is. Like,
It is what
it's
it
fucking
is.
Jacksonville, for Christ's sake. What are we talking about here? Of course they're fucking 0-4. That's not a big deal. Like, give the man some time to build what he needs to build there. Don't freaking nail him to the cross 4 games in and say he's a fucking tank because he can't win a game. There's a lot to fix in Jacksonville.
I'm not trying to go hard down on him. I'm not trying to.
I am. Fuck that guy. I hate him.
Yo, what's good, Philly? Philly, the podcast. Appreciate you stopping in, my guy. Yeah, well, listen, I'm not the biggest Trevor Lawrence supporter in the world. You know, he's had his bad games and stuff like that, but you know, like I said, it's Jacksonville. You gotta look at what they're working with here. I mean, yeah, they upgraded the wide receiver core just a tiny bit with, you know, Marvin Jones and
Yeah, I was gonna say
They
Marvin
still-
Jones.
you know, I still think Laviska Shenault is a pretty damn good wide receiver. You know, they just got to figure out how to get him more involved.
You gotta
You
figure
know,
out how to use them.
they have weapons. ETN only went down with an ACL, or they'd have him, and who knows what he'd be doing. So, I mean, they still got a lot to build on, and that defense is just fucking
That was
terrible.
a terrible pick.
I mean, you got to admit, it's not who they were back in, what, 2015, 16, whatever it was, when
17?
they had A.J. Boye and Ramsey.
Yeah.
No, the year they made it to the championship game.
Yeah, that was 17. That was the year that.
Really?
Because my RO teacher, AZ1,
Okay.
was a Jags fan, and he and I kept going, "Oh, we're gonna get a Philly Jacksonville Super Bowl," and then we didn't.
Okay. Yeah, well, see, and that's the thing. It's like they had talent, and every time they have talent, they always piss it down the drain and trade
Yeah,
them
'cause
off.
that
I
was- that
don't
was-
under-
Blake Bortles was the QB then,
yeah, you know, and
which
so
what a
listen,
weird
it's just-
year.
Jacksonville is a curse. Okay, so I don't really put that on Urban Meyer. I really don't. And people making this whole girl thing a story, it's silly, man.
It's
Who
I also
gives a shit?
yeah, I also hate people that are like. Never. I was gonna say which are the, and then I had to stop because I can't because copyright and monetization and all that stuff. But there are, I hate the people that are like, oh, what the dude is like married, children, stuff, and blah 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 blah, and this is disgusting towards women. It's like, bro, let the man live his life. He may suck. Who cares? Just let the man live his life. Listen, if he gets fired, that's because he's an idiot. Literally, if this was some random Joe Schmo, nothing would happen.
Yeah, I mean, no lie. What are you
Even if
gonna
he was
start doing?
retired, this
What are
probably.
you gonna start doing? Going out taking public pictures of me at a club when a girl grinding on me? I mean, shit, I wagyu on Wednesdays too. You want to write about that? Fuck.
I'd be walking up to the club. See a shotty up there. I'm taking a picture like, hey guys, look.
Oh, what a public figure on YouTube you are, grinding with a girl. Yeah, everyone fucking does it. Welcome to America,
Right?
asshole.
Welcome to,
Like-
I don't know, the reproduction system. Y'all ever take
Dude,
biology?
12-year-olds fucking grind. Are you shitting me right now? Like,
I blame
it's not a
TikTok.
big deal. Obviously, people are sheltered way too much.
Absolutely. This is about to become a political podcast.
No, like I just hate it sometimes when people act like that, dude. Because it's like,
Oh, I
dude,
hate it too.
do
And
you
you,
not
like, always-
remember high school? Does no one ever remember high school? Like, think about how you danced in high school. Then talk to me.
I didn't dance.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you know, high school was 2 years ago. I did not dance. I didn't go to homecoming to watch football games.
You stayed in your lane. You
Yeah, I
didn't
stayed
do
in my-
no.
Well, yeah,
You
I
didn't
stayed in
do
my
no
lane because no
Q-tip?
girl would go out with me, so I just watched football instead with the homies.
Didn't do no Q-tip. Throw it away. Got to make the pizza.
I've been watching NFL football since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some action, but it was never very
I'm a big
nice.
fan of the Titans, man. Seriously.
Who would have guessed?
And I like the Eagles too, but you know, like
Yeah, we got a lot of developing to do. You know, I
No,
really like
same
our
as the
foundation.
Titans. Same as times we lost the Jets, we got a lot of developing to do too.
I mean, you just got to get healthy.
Yeah.
That is pretty bad, but I won't lie, that is bad. But hey, bro, I'm still gonna live with what I talk about, and that's any given Sunday. So,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't read too much into it. Who knows? Maybe you needed this loss. Think of it in a positive way. Maybe you needed this for your players to get their heads out of their asses, and now they'll
Right.
actually start
It's a
playing
wake
some
up
football.
slap.
Well,
Yeah.
we beat the Seahawks the week before the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a wake up.
You know what I'm talking about, Eagle Sensor. Don't sit there. You know what I'm talking
don't know
about.
what to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lift your spirit here, and you're cutting me down. So I can only do so much.
Well, you know when we beat the Seahawks in overtime, dude.
Yeah, I know, but Derrick Henry also had 147 fucking yards that game too.
Yeah, I thought we got over everything. You know, when we beat the Seahawks, I thought everybody was on point. You know, together and all that stuff.
And it also probably was the victory. Not, I was about to say victory royale, which made me just want to throw up. But it's probably like you were on a victory high still. You're like, man, we dominated, and you just didn't expect the Jets to come out like that. And by the time you were prepared, it was too late.
Yeah.
You did what we did against the 49ers, bro. We went in there and we smacked Atlanta. And then we underestimated the 49ers, especially because all three of their halfbacks were injured. So they're like, hey, how bad can it be? Well, they learned how bad it could be. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exactly the way that y'all looked at the Jets game. Okay. You were like, well, you know, we beat the Seahawks and, well, it's the fucking Jets. So,
well, let me drop a bomb. Let me
unfortunately,
let me drop a bombshell. Guess what? We played the 49ers too, Eagle Uncensored.
Hey, I hope you beat them. I hope you do, man. But what I'm saying
now that's in question.
You just underestimated an opponent. That's all you did. You just underestimated them. I wouldn't read too much into it. You literally took it as what it was, and we all believed what it was is what it was. But what happened is you just caught the Jets on a good day. That's all. That's all that happened. You somehow figured out. You caught the shit end of the stick whenever your game came, because it's like you caught Zach Wilson on a good day, and that's pretty much
the only good day of his career.
Let's hope not, because then that looks bad.
But. Well, something else. I'm going to that. I'm going to NFL football game too, versus Kansas City, October 24th. Now you're telling me that your friend Philly Foothills got COVID. So that's questioning me something right now. I'm going to have to back out from that. Going to the Titans, Kansas City.
Wear a mask, man.
Yeah.
And just keep it on. But I mean, no, you're right though. I mean, you guys have a lot that you need to improve on. We have a lot that we definitely need to improve on, especially on the defensive side of the ball. From what I saw this past weekend, I feel a little bit more confident in our offense.
When's your team and my team ever going to play again?
That's a damn good question, man. I have no idea.
We want to play the Eagles again, golly.
I don't want to.
I do.
I don't. Do you know what that would mean right now?
I'll play y'all when we have a good defense.
Because I'm not worried about fucking Derrick Henry, man. It's bad enough we're out here giving up 117 yards to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Do you know what fucking Derrick Henry would do to this defense right now? I'm sorry, dude. He'd have probably 200 yards on us easy. No lie.
It's not even the fact of battle of defense, because your defense is bad just as our defense is bad. But it's also just like
you have the way bigger back. The way bigger back.
That would even be I don't even. It would just be going back and forth. It would be if you did not win. If we faced y'all this year with the. Okay, let me phrase this correctly. If we faced y'all next week with both your wide receivers out and your halfback, but our defenses are in the current state that we're in now, not even with both your wide receivers out, but with the way our defense is currently in now, if y'all lose that game, that's on your own fault. If we lose that game, that's to be expected because our defense is not good.
Are you saying without Derrick Henry as well?
No, I'm saying no. I'm at even with the wideout, even with AJ and Julio.
Oh, okay.
So yes, Henry is
no lie. If you came in with AJ Brown, Julio Jones, fucking Derrick Henry, I don't even want to imagine.
It's not even the wideouts. It's not even the wideout. It would just be if they lost that game, it surely would be because they did not feed Henry enough, or Henry for whatever reason could not get going.
I'm just telling you from the state that I see our defense in right now, I am not confident whatsoever about that game if that would ever happen right now. But it's not happening.
Let me tell you something. I'm not confident going into against Jacksonville. The Titans might come out a big fat W on Sunday after what we did to the Jets.
You think you would come back out with an L?
Yeah.
If that happens, then buddy, you got some problems. You got a lot of problems. Your GM better get on the phone.
I was to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, but it's question me.
We'll give you a Fletcher for Bud Dupree.
Well, it's question me what the future holds for the Titans. Because our mission is to go to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm trying to say.
I understand that, and you guys should be able to do it. Yeah, your defense isn't the strongest, but you guys always do tend to play a little better than what people give you credit for. Okay? Yeah. Now, here's the thing, though. You had a really bad first game. Then you had a really good second game. Now you have another really bad third game. So, in that, all that tells me is you guys are not on a consistency level yet. Yeah. You got to somehow find what works and what doesn't work and piece it together and just start moving the ball again. Hopefully
we need a guy that can play like AJ Brown. They can play like Julio on the offensive side of the ball in our practice teams. Find the two that plays like him and put them on the field.
How many more fucking wide receivers you want, dude? You got two really good ones.
We got two good ones. They're both out, and we need the two guys that can step up and take their place when we need to call on them.
Well, how long are they out for?
I don't know. I don't know how long the hamstring injury goes for. 4 weeks.
Well, that truly just depends on the person, honestly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, AJ's probably going to take a lot more time because he's older.
Well, AJ Brown needs to get healthy and get off his butt a little bit. Come out and play your hardest. When you come back, work your butt off. Yeah. I can see what AJ can do. He's one of our best wide receivers that I ever seen. Come on, man. He can.
I know. I'm just telling you, Sam. I'm just telling you. I wouldn't hit the panic button yet.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Just don't hit it yet. Now, even if you would lose to Jacksonville next week or this week coming up, I wouldn't still hit it. But if it continues, then yes. I mean, like I said, though, I'm not sure what your issue is. I know offensively you look like shit 2 times out of 3.
Well, we look like shit like Philadelphia looks like shit.
Yeah. No, it's you're definitely underperforming for your potential.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I think it's just because you guys have a new OC, right?
Well, this
So
OC is supposed to be. I thought this OC will come in and be good during his first year.
yeah, no, I think you just got to give them some time, man. I don't, it's kind of like what we're going through right now with Nick and Steichen. They're still
I thought the Eagles were going to be better this year.
well, they still have a chance. They just the only issue with us is we need to learn a little faster. Right now it doesn't seem like they're learning at a very fast pace. It seems like things aren't coming together quicker. Now it seems offensively they're starting to get there. Even Jalen said last Monday, we're almost there. We're right there.
When you guys play again?
Sunday against crap. My brain fart. Uh wow. The Panthers. Sorry.
What time?
1:00, I think, right?
Probably 1.
Yeah. I think it's 1.
I need to watch the Eagles play too, watch the Titans and Eagles.
No, it should be a good game, man.
See let's see what we can learn off the Eagles and use that. Because something's not working.
Well,
Don't pay attention to our defense.
You saw last weekend, at least in my eyes. Excuse me.
Derrick Henry was at the best game ever, Eagle Uncensored. He's supposed to be the beast on the field, running everybody down. Like running right through the Jets defense and not holding back. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry should have ran right through the defense during the first play. Nope.
Yeah, it is a 1:00 game.
Well, and see, that's the thing, I believe that you saw this past weekend Devontae Smith come into his own a little bit. I think the game's starting to slow down finally for him.
Yeah, definitely broke out of his shell, although it sucks about the sideline.
So, and I think he's only going to get better as the weeks go on. So, that's one good thing. We got to stop giving Quez 3 touches for 112 yards and then not utilizing him anymore. Like he Houdini's it and then he's gone. Like we never throw to him. So, we got to get him more touches, because he's a very dynamic player for us. And then
we need to get Derrick Henry more touches too.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do it for my fantasy for sure.
But all I'm saying is this. We were supposed to go into the New York Jets and beat the living snot out of them.
Yeah.
But we failed.
Yes, sir, you did.
But that's questioned me about Mike Vrabel's performance. Is he not yelling at the coaches, the staff, much like he should? Or he's just giving an excuse?
Okay. Now here's something I gotta ask.
Yeah.
After you watched your game, okay, when it was all said and done, who do you feel let you down more, your offense or your defense?
I'm gonna say offense.
So you don't think defensively you guys had any extreme issues?
Our defense played good during the first half, and something just went off in the second. That didn't seem right.
Okay.
Why did you turn your camera off, man?
Oh, I'm just having a cigarette. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I just feel both of our teams all around need a little bit need a little bit of improvement. Like, for no lie, you know, and I wanted to ask you, you know, Jalen Smith being released, you know, we need help at the linebacker position. And I feel a lot of teams do. He's going to be, you know, a big candidate for a lot of positions. So
tell me
you know,
about that Jalen Smith being released. Tell me about that story.
well, to be honest, I believe that's more about Jabril Cox. And, you know, he's a rookie and he plays good. They have a lot of linebackers on that team. And he was costing them a lot of money. So, you know, he does have his rough edges, but you got to look at it in a way. Is he someone you can mold? Is he someone you can help improve his game? You know,
Well,
if you can.
I'm not. Well, the Tides, we're not going to take Jalen Smith. No way.
No.
I'm not taking him.
No,
Because
but
if
I mean,
we take Jalen Smith, he's going to screw everything the Tides we're trying to build for. If we pick him up, something can go bad. So I think here's what I believe. I believe the Eagles should take him.
Yo, what's good, Dizzle? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Appreciate you stopping in, bro. Link is up there if you want to join in for a little bit. And Joel, definitely you too as well, man, if you want to hop on for a little bit and talk it up. Smith's biggest reason was he had a huge injury clause in his contract. Yeah, hey, you know, go ahead, Papa.
I didn't. He said Smith, and for some reason my mind went to Devontae, and I went, "Wait." I was like,
yeah, no,
man only has a rookie contract.
No, I mean, if you can get him at a pretty cheap rate, I mean, you know, the good outweighs the bad there, because if you can get him to perform well in your defense, you know, maybe it was a scheme issue, maybe it was you know, them not utilizing him well, and you know, if JG feels he can't.
Is anybody going to take Jalen Smith? Is the Eagles talking to him? Is anybody talking to Jalen Smith?
I don't know yet. It just happened, like, no lie, an hour ago. So,
well, Jalen Smith's got to show me something. He's got to show me something. If he wants to be on the Titans team, you got to show me you got balls. You got to show me when we put you in, you're supposed to play the best game ever and not come out laying egg. You just got to show me something.
What's good, Joel?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Doing good, brother. How you doing, man? Appreciate you
doing all right.
So let's talk about it real fast, man, because last time we talked, you were feeling pretty down, you know, and after this victory, you know, how you feeling now, man?
Well, just so everyone knows, I'm a Giants fan. There you go. All right. I was trying to be nice. I cut my camera off.
You're good, bro.
I'm not here to rub anything in. We're both 1-3. We got nothing to talk about.
Well, Joe, don't rub me the wrong way. Do not rub me the wrong way, man.
I don't try to rub anybody the wrong way. Ask Eagles Uncensored. I try to come at you with facts.
Listen, man, he gives me nothing but utmost respect. That's what he gets.
I like the New York Giants because they have Peyton May's brother playing for them way back. One of the best quarterback in years from the Giants.
Yep.
Eli?
Yeah.
We loved him. I got 2 of his jerseys.
Okay, from the Giants. All right.
Yeah. So, what was the question?
I just don't know. Hey, here's my question. I just don't know why the New York Giants have said, "Oh, when he's retired, Giants won't not keep him on." You know, move him up from playing a football player to maybe being a coach.
Well, that's other fans. That's not here. Eli doesn't want to be a coach. He's already stated that to the reporters when he was on his way out the door. He's having more fun with his brother right now than, you know, he's got his millions. He's got his kids, his family. His nephew I can't wait to see what college he picks because I definitely going to watch
If
that.
it's Georgia,
college.
He's not picking Tennessee.
No, I think he's going to be like either Alabama or I forget.
If he goes with Alabama, I'm going to be pissed off.
Last I heard, it was between Georgia, A&M, and Texas, I think.
I think he should go to Texas A&M. Texas A&M, I'm fine. But if you go to Georgia, Alabama, you're screwed.
Right?
Really.
But, Eli's doing Eli's thing. And you know what? If I was Eli, I don't think I'd get into coaching either. I'd do what I'm doing right now. I mean, coaching.
Well, his nephew that plays in Louisiana high school football. If he better not pick Georgia, he better not pick Alabama. If you do, you are going to be hated by a bunch of Tennessee people and Ole Miss people.
I know all about the South. I was a truck driver for 20 plus years.
For who?
Mercer Transportation was my last outfit.
What was your first trucking job?
Monmouth, Illinois.
Never heard of them.
No, the first one was Munson Transportation. They were in Monmouth, Illinois.
What?
The first trucking company I worked for was called Munson Transportation. They were in Monmouth, Illinois.
Okay. I couldn't hear you say Monmouth, Illinois last time. So.
Sorry. All right. So what was the question, my guy?
Was there even a question?
Yeah, I was asking, you guys walked away with a victory this weekend, and we are tied for last. So how you feeling about your team now? And are you a little more in higher spirits?
No, I'm still hot. You know what? I enjoyed the win. Okay, I put a video out, sipping my cup. Felt good to finally win a game. And I said in that video, there's no way in hell I'm letting them Giants off the hook this friggin' easy with one lousy win. This is a long season. We looked like a hot mess weeks 1 through 3. The only thing we had going for us was the way our quarterback was looking. Outside of that, everybody was just laying it on the field, and we saw effort, but no heart. And we finally saw heart in the fourth quarter. Well, I don't want to see heart in the fourth quarter. I want to see heart in the first quarter. I want to see less mistakes. I want to see better tackling. I want better technique up front on the offensive line. We did enough to win the game. We hung in the game. But you know what? There's still a long way to go for me to get back onto that bandwagon that I was in when this season started, because this defense just let me down completely now, almost 4 weeks in a row.
Well, hey Joe, my team let our defense and offense let me down this past Sunday against the Jets.
Well, did that happen, or did your field goal kicker let you down?
Well, our field goal kicker let us down too.
So I mean,
he played good against the Seahawks before he played the Jets.
I mean, I didn't get. I mean, how many field goals did you guys kick that game?
I think a bunch.
All right. So, I mean, you're leaving points off the board when you have to kick field goals, especially when you're inside the 20.
Yeah.
But I understand your situation. You guys had nothing.
Yeah. We should not kick any field goals during the game. We should score touchdowns, Joe.
Yeah.
So
got
is
2 other teams sitting here thinking the same friggin' thing.
So is Gainwell and Slayton still out? Not Gainwell. Galladay.
No, Galladay's been healthy. We lost Shepard and Slayton. They're out with hamstrings. Yep.
I
couldn't remember they were injured wide receivers.
Do you kind of see Saquon turning the corner a little bit?
I think he turned the corner. I think he got over that mental block, because just the way he acted after he got that touchdown, he didn't think about his knee. He ran the route. He made the guy miss. And then in overtime, if you watch him, he fell on his butt once, fell on his butt twice. Then he caught that screen pass. And then he was just trying to overdo. And when you overdo, you make mistakes. Instead of, taking the hit and going down where he was, and then he fumbled, and then Rudolph recovered. But Barkley was definitely amped up. He wasn't thinking about his knee. And I expect him to come back Sunday. I think we play at 4:25. I expect him to come back and be that aggressive from here on out. I think he's over that mental.
I got a question for Joe. How long is the hamstring? If you got a hamstring,
depends.
Like an injury on the football team, how long are you going to be out for? 4 weeks or 6?
It all depends on the severity of the hamstring. It depends on where it was pulled. Was it pulled, in the muscle itself? Was it closer down to where the tendons on the bone? So it's anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
2 to 6 week AJ Brown being out. That really.
But
come on, man.
I mean, it all depends on the severity of it, because if you look like a Jimmy Garoppolo, they thought he pulled his calf, but he only bruised it, but he's in so much pain he can hardly walk on it. But there's a chance he might be out playing there Sunday so with the training, everything, he's just going to have to go through the medical treatment and everything, and then it could only be another game or two. They might be ready this week. It's all dependent on the training staff.
Yeah. I thought Giants were going to do better this year.
I thought they were too. Yeah. I was talking them all up, talking smack, enjoying myself.
I was going to say, I want. Give me.
Well, you're not the only person, Joe, that's hyping them up too. Some other YouTubers are hyping on the Giants too.
No, we all were. We expected our defense to come out better than what it did. It just come out and laid neck. Yeah.
I was gonna say, give me what you were like preseason, and now give me what you're like now.
I was 12-5. I thought we were gonna make a playoff run.
Yeah.
Daniel's doing what I expected Daniel to do. But I've been on the Daniel Jones train since he was drafted, and everybody was, following what the experts said. And the only expert that's really stuck with him is Mel Kiper. And Mel Kiper was the one that broke it on draft day. The Giants were going to draft Daniel Jones.
Yeah. I don't know. I still personally, and that's not even me being a hater, I still personally feel like they might draft Jones's replacement.
I don't know. He's playing here the last 3 weeks. He's been the only thing this team has had anything to brag about. He's got a quarterback rating its last 3-4 weeks. So that's right up there. He's in the top 5 of stats. So, but it all depends on this season too. I said I was giving him 17 games. I stuck with him for 2 years. 1 more year was the last year. This was the last year. I wanted him to succeed. I like what he has. I've seen everything that he's done, and it's starting to come together. He just has to continue doing what he's doing right now, and then our team will be set up. Because if he's not the guy, we're in for and people don't want to.
If he's not the guy, you for the off season are going to hear nothing about Justin Fields, or you're only going to hear about Justin Fields.
Right. And not only that, it's going to take us another 3 or 4 years, because we'll probably have a new GM, and if we get a new
possible coaching staff and new everything.
Exactly. And there goes Jones,
GM,
there goes Barkley, there goes, all our stars.
Why are you guys going to get a new GM for?
I don't know. I like Gettleman.
I was going to say they hate
because
Gettleman.
I like Gettleman.
Well, you guys should not get a new GM, just get a new coach.
No, I like the coach. I do like Judge, but I was one of the fans too last week. I got sick and tired of the generic play calling. So after week 2, I'm sick and tired of seeing what the game plan was week in, week out for last year and the first 2 games into this year. And Garrett finally opened up the playbook week 3, and that's where Daniel really shined. And then week 4, Watching that game, Garrett's play calling really had that Saints defense on their heels. They didn't sack Daniel Jones one time.
Hey guys, I actually have to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Hey, thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. Subscribe to everybody on the channel. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.